In this video, I will be talking about AIDE, our collaborative, large-scale image annotation tool with machine learning and humans in the loop. I am Benjamin Kellenberger, postdoc at EPFL in Switzerland, and this is joint work with Devis Tuya, also from EPFL, and Dan Morris, member of the Microsoft AI for Earth initiative. Our focus of this video will be about image labeling, which is a common task carried out across many different ecological studies and data, such as camera trap images, sound recordings, drone footage, and more. Let us assume that we would like to label this image on the screen. In principle, this merely requires storing a box and stating that this is a line, which can be done in seconds. But what do you do if you have, let us say, 100,000 images or more? Going manually through these images is not only time-consuming, but also very tedious and expensive to do. One solution could be to use a machine, such as a machine learning algorithm, where you feed an image through a deep learning model and get a prediction that you want. This is indeed a very efficient way of obtaining image labels. However, it often fails in real-world situations. Machine learning models are commonly trained on ideal, easy images, such as the one in the left. But real-world images may be extremely difficult, like the one on the right, which shows the same type of object, but makes it hard for models to work properly. So what can we do if we want to label a lot of images accurately and efficiently? This conundrum is what we are attempted to solve in this project, and we call it AIDE, which stands for Annotation Interface for Data-driven Ecology. In a first instance, AIDE is a versatile annotation utility that can be accessed through any modern web browser. Importantly, AIDE allows more than one user to label images at a time, which enables a wide distribution of the labeling task to multiple workers. To cope with this increased data flow, AIDE uses Postgres, a well-proven database system which will store annotations and other metadata. AIDE supports a variety of common annotation formats, such as image labels, points, bounding boxes, and pixel-wise segmentation masks. But the distinctive feature of AIDE is its integration of machine learning models. Rather than adding a fixed deep learning model on top of the annotation interface, AIDE integrates it with humans in a so-called active learning loop, where models generate predictions and the user provides corrections. This way, both the machine learning model and user can reinforce each other for optimal labeling progress. AIDE implements machine learning models completely transparently. As soon as a user views an image, AIDE shows the latest model predictions, and in the example on screen, the model identified one of the two animals, and the user only needs to provide minor corrections, which are then automatically used to improve the model on the dataset at hand. This happens completely transparently in the background. Moreover, AIDE further allows flexible, customized model training directly through the web browser. In this example, we set up a computation graph of a model training cycle in orange and an inference cycle in green, and then repeat this setup 4 times to make sure the model trains well. Upon clicking on Run, AIDE then automatically unravels the graph and starts executing it in the background. Progress can always be monitored directly through the web browser. AIDE therefore provides an intuitive integration of machine learning models in the labeling process. To ensure high-quality user annotations and model predictions are committed to the labeling project, AIDE has a series of statistical monitoring tools built in, allowing project administrators to track the progress, user performance, and model performance by means of accuracy evaluations and adaptive charts, also directly through the web browser. AIDE comes with popular deep learning-based models built in, including ResNet for image classification, RetinaNet for object detection with bounding boxes, and UNet for pixel-wise semantic segmentation. All models are readily available and customizable through the web browser and do not require a single line of code. Furthermore, AIDE is completely extensible and supports third-party prediction models for those who want a bit more. AIDE allows using any code library and just requires a few functions to be implemented, but then offers all functionality for any third-party model. Essentially, if a user has a preferred type of model that is not built in, he or she can include it in AIDE with minimal code overhead. AIDE is under constant development and receives new functionality on a regular basis. One major feature that is to arrive soon is the model marketplace, which allows users to share trained machine learning models across projects. For example, if you have trained a deep learning model on your image campaign and believe it to be useful to others too, you can decide to share this model with other users or your other projects. Since the shared model will have been trained on similar imagery already, it will provide much higher quality predictions at the start of any new image labeling campaign compared to an untrained model. In the long term, we envision AIDE to become a truly collaborative platform that is to accelerate annotation projects all around the world by means of exchanging models across projects. This way, ecologists will not only be able to make use of the recent developments and findings in machine learning, but can contribute to enabling large-scale annotations by sharing models and experiences with other researchers. Finally, AIDE is completely based on open source technology, and it itself is free and open source as well. If you would like to find out more, please follow the official GitHub repository link as shown on screen. We welcome all kinds of feedback and contributions. With this, I would like to thank you very much for listening, also on behalf of my co-authors Davis Tuya and Dan Morris. We are greatly looking forward to receiving your impressions and suggestions about AIDE, the annotation interface with machine learning and humans in the loop. Thank you.